Hey, welcome back to the shop. This week's video, it's not going to be a very big project, but I've got 3 old Blackhawk tools that I'm going to clean up here on the channel, and I may even throw in some bonus tools. So hang on a second, I'm going to turn the camera around, get these on the bench, and I'll tell you a little bit more about these. Okay, these are the 3 Blackhawk tools that I'm going to clean up. So the first one here is they call it a speeder wrench. It's a model 4116. And this is a 1/2 inch, so different from the more modern speeders. It's already got the the socket end on it. This one's a 1/2 inch, and I found this. The earliest catalog I found it in was a 1930 Blackhawk catalog, so pretty cool there. This is a 15818, which is I think it was 1 1/8" double offset box end wrench. I don't have all the early catalogs, but I do have some from the early 30s, and then I go all the way up to the early 40s. And I found this in the 1943 catalog. So, this is the era of Blackhawk tools that I'm really trying to focus on these days. It's just so much more interesting collecting this kind of stuff than the modern stuff made 80s, 90s, 2000s. Anyway, this one should clean up nice. And this is a Blackhawk. You can barely make out the name on here. Hopefully it's going to pop out pretty good when they get it clean. But it's a drain plug wrench, so it's adjustable here. If you guys follow Jesse's Garage, you saw that a couple weeks ago. He did one of these. But this is a 151. And I think this is going to clean up well also. Now, if I get time, I don't know if I'm going to have time over the next few days to get everything done. But I've also got some other older wrenches that I've been wanting to get to. So couple Proto Los Angeles wrenches, 7/8 and 13/16 and 7/8 and 11/16. And then these 2 right here are just Craftsman double underline V, which I definitely could use those up in my vintage box. And then this is a Craftsman underline C, which is just really cool every time I find those. So I'm going to get these cleaned up as well, hopefully in time for the video. The first step is going to go ahead and get everything into the ultrasonic cleaner for a good bath. I use the Zep industrial purple degreaser in there. All right, I got all the tools out of the ultrasonic cleaner, and not a big difference in them. They weren't really that dirty, but I figured it wouldn't hurt to run them through. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this whole batch put into the EvapoRust overnight. And then tomorrow we'll work on cleaning them up. Well, before I put them in, I'll just show you a few close-ups of some of these. Some of this is flash rusting just from coming out of the ultrasonic cleaner, but you can see how bad this is. You can see how bad this one's rusted. Like I said, you could barely make out the name on this. And this double offset wrench is pretty rusty. I did wire wheel that earlier just to see the model number on it. This piece here, which I think may be the oldest one in the group, hopefully this will clean up real nice, but you can now see the name pretty good on that. Anyway, we're going to get them in the bath. Man, I had to go into my emergency stash. All right, these tools have been in the EvapoRust for about 12 hours. You saw I used a little bit old. It wasn't that old. And then put a full gallon of fresh in here to cover the top. So hopefully the 12 hours has been enough. I'm going to move them from this tray to this tray, take them into the kitchen or into my paint room area there where my sink is, and get everything cleaned off. Oh, huge difference. I don't know what this white stuff is coming out of this one. But wow, what a difference. This is going to clean up nice. And my speeder wrench, wow, that came completely clean. That's going to clean up great. And then the big double box in, that's nice. And then my other tools, the Craftsman, that's going to be good. This one's still got a little bit of the plating on it. Wire wheel is going to take that off. This is the underline C. You can see that. Kind of like that look with the dark there. And then my two Protos. Of course, the plating's off of these two. We'll have to work with that. I think that was it. So far, so good. Pretty happy with the way everything's cleaned up so far. So we have our two Proto again, our Craftsman underline C, our two V double line series, and of course the three Blackhawk tools. I think we'll start with this one first. That is so smooth now. For my three Blackhawk tools here, I'm just going to get some boiled linseed oil on them, let that sit for a while, let that just kind of form a coating on them, and these will be about done. Got the 3-in-1 put in here, and this thing is super smooth. Put some 3-in-1 in the handle of this. It's very slick as well. All right, I'm just going to let these sit for the rest of the day with the oil on here, and I'll come back this evening and wipe everything off, and these should be good to go. All right, I think we can wrap these up. All right, this is the Blackhawk 151. I'm going to try and hold this up and see if any of this shows up. But this is, again, I found this at least as old as a 1943 catalog. There are some in older catalogs. I'm just not sure about this handle design. Some of them have knurling on it, but man, this thing came out great. I love the color that it came out. As you saw, all I did was wire wheel these and just clean them real good, and then put some boiled linseed oil on them just to help keep them protected. I did the same thing to the Blackhawk double box offset wrench. It's a 15818. Again, this one I found in the 1943 catalog as well. Could be older, could be newer, I'm not sure. It's an 1/16 and an 1/8 wrench. And again, just love the way the finish came out on it. And then the last Blackhawk item is the 4116 1/2-inch speeder wrench. This one again came out really good. It cleaned up nice, got all the rust off of it. There's the maker's mark and part number. And again, just cleaned up with a wire wheel and put some boiled linseed on it. For the other wrenches, my two Protos, these are Proto Los Angeles. These came out really nice. You know, it's got a maker's or a user's mark in it right there. Not much I can do about that. I didn't want to over-restore anything in this group of tools. I just wanted to clean them up. So you can still see some staining here. I'm not worried about that. But these are going to go in my Proto tool chest with the rest of my Proto LA wrenches, and I think these came out nice as well. Now for the Craftsman, I had two V double line series. If you can see that. And again, didn't want to over-restore them, just wanted to clean them up so you could see what they were. And these will go upstairs in my collection as well. And then for the underlined C Craftsman, and this is the CI. See if I can get that to focus right here. You can see the CI in there, which tells me that it's an unknown manufacturer, but it was probably made somewhere between 1930 and 1945. So fairly old wrench. There's the Craftsman underline C, which is cool. I've got a handful of these, and I'll put this upstairs in my collection. Now for this one, I wire wheeled it, and then I just coated it with a coat of shellac because there's a lot of the finish was popping off, and I just wanted to seal that steel underneath there so that it would still kind of remain looking the same. It's a 7/8 by 13/16. I'm just going to get these tools put away. The first thing I'll put up are my two Proto Los Angeles. And they go in my Proto cabinet here. And this is my Proto Los Angeles drawer. Don't have a ton in here. I haven't been collecting Proto that long. But these are definitely a nice add to the collection. The next thing I'll put up are my two Craftsman double open-ended wrenches. That's the V double line series. And I have these cool wall racks, but I already have the wrenches like I restored, and the ones I have are in a little bit better shape. So I'll just put those here in my box. I've got a drawer down here with one other one, and this actually is going to be a duplicate as well, 3/4 and 5/8, and I'll put that one in there. And then for the underlined C Craftsman, I've got a drawer down here where I have a few other underlined C Craftsman tools, and this one will just go right back there with its little brother. And for my Blackhawk wrenches here, I'm going to get those over here in my cabinet. I'm kind of running out of room in this cabinet, and I need to get some more of my Blackhawk boards done. But this bottom drawer's got the really vintage old. These are cool. I think I showed these on a video earlier before I cleaned them up. But these older Blackhawk tools are going to go in here. One of these days, I'm going to get a bigger Blackhawk cabinet to store all this in. Hey, thanks for stopping by the channel today and checking out my video where I cleaned up a few old vintage wrenches. Had 3 Blackhawk tools and some Craftsman and a couple Proto Los Angeles. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you'll come back for the next one. See you later.